Hey everybody, welcome to the Jess Project. I'm Jessica, and these cards I'm going to make today are called a recessed panel card on a diagonal. Right now I'm just cutting the card bases. So that was a score, and now I'm going to cut the paper in half. So it just automatically makes two card bases scored, so it's just a little bit faster to do it that way, to make two at once. And so the final card size is the usual size I do, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Now I need a piece of pretty paper, and I'm going to cut that at, oh wait, I've forgotten. What did I cut it at? Let me look it up. It was maybe 4. Wait. What's going on? Okay, it's 4 by 4 1/4. And it's directional, this paper that I'm using, so the longer side is the 4 1/4. And then what I want to do is make a couple of little marks. And I'm just going to use a pencil, and it can be erased later. So I'm going to do it about at 1 from the top, and I'm going to flip it and do 2 1/2 from the bottom. Since I'm doing 2 cards, I'll do them both at once. Actually, I've got 4 cards there, to tell the truth, altogether. But anyways, I put it in back in the cutter, and I'm going to go from that 1 down to that 2 1/2 mark and cut that on the diagonal. So then I've got 2 pieces that will go on the front of the card. Erase those little bits that I didn't need, or that I don't want to show anymore. Now if you want to, you could also use a stamped piece that size, or a embossed piece that size, just whatever you want to make that layer on top of your card. And also, if you want to make another layer so that there's a tiny bit of a border showing just at the edge, which is something that I do. I sort of just cut it a little bit bigger than the 4 than the 4 1/4. I think I cut it at 4 1/2 by 4, and did the diagonal the same, which didn't work out as well as if you just take a strip of paper that's longer than you need and glue it under each end. Then you can trim off the edges, and that will make it fit better and be more even. because it's hard to make the same angle cut if you don't cut them at the same time, even with measuring. So this one is just going to be on a basic 4 by 5 1/4 piece, and you see that you've got the little recessed portion in between the two pieces of the pretty paper, and you can stamp there, or you can add die cuts, or do whatever you like. The greeting to be in the middle of the lines there, and then you can decorate the edges however you like. You can add, you know, flowers or other pictures on there if you want. Ribbon is what I'm going to do with this one. And I'm going to put a little thin line of ribbon over each edge. Kind of makes it seem a little more seamless. Maybe that's not the right word. Just give it a little bit of a flow. And since I'm going to save a bit of ribbon by not doing it all the way around, I'm just going to cut a short piece and glue the edges underneath. And then I'm going to tie a bow and add it on one of the pieces later. So I already put the tape on the back so that it would be able to just stick down, and then I can add a little bit more tape afterwards if I want, before I put it on the front of the card. So this basic version is really pretty simple. If you want to add more layers, of course, it's going to get a little bit more complicated, but it's not too bad if, like I said, you just use a couple of strips of paper rather than trying to measure everything out and get the same angle. So I added a bit of extra glue tape. And I put that on the front of the card. And finish off with doing the bow on the front. Some ribbons are easier to tie than others, but basically you just want to make sure you twist it the right way around so you get the ends going the way you want. And then you can pull on the ends to sort of adjust the size a little bit. And I'm just going to use the little glue dot to stick it on the other piece of ribbon that's already down. I think I'm going to add a few embellishments to this. Yeah, I'm going to use that same green, the Parakeet Party. So they do blend a bit too much. Maybe I should have used purple or something sparklier, but anyways, it still looks nice. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and you'll join me again next time. Thanks for watching. and bye for now.